fisheries, we have seen a number of success stories also over the years. The fishing sector is an important source of livelihood, employment, food and nutrition for a large number of Guyanese, as well as maintaining an export market for Guyanese fisheries product. Like many countries worldwide, in recent time we have seen also, not so long ago, we have seen fisher folks in the fishing industry experience some issues, but over the last few months we have seen catches increasing, and with the help of government to enhance these areas and work with fisher folks to find market for their produce, we have seen an improvement, a lot of improvement in these areas. So also we have recognized the importance of this sector. We have also, as this old saying said, not to put all our eggs in one basket. We simultaneously, while the fishing sector or the marine fishing sector were experiencing these problems, we also start to develop the aquaculture sector. And this here is a success story for us. Aquaculture now is a new industry in Guyana. We have seen the decline in aquaculture almost 6 times between 2015 to 2020. Now we have seen improvement. I will give you the statistics in a few moments to tell you how we have improved here. We have introduced cage culture. When the president talked about cage culture, when he mentioned it, many persons were laughing at him, saying that those things are for places like Vietnam, Thailand and so. Well, we have introduced it in Guyana, and it has become a very, very successful venture. We had started the pilot project in Mashabo, Mainstay and Lake Kapoi. We had 8 cages in those areas. Now those cages are giving substantial help to people in those areas. Supplement the income. One cage is earning approximately $8 million annually. And if you look at our Facebook page, Ministry or the President Facebook page the other day, we see a number of areas that they are harvesting these fishes, these varieties that we are wearing in the cage, things like tambaki. We are doing a new variety of those. So, as I said, that we have seen massive transformation in the aquaculture industry. In the brackish water shrimp industry last year, we have seen an income of $1.8 billion in rural economy, especially in places like Region 6. This activity started in Region 6, it expanded in Region 6, and now we have other areas people are demanding. I think they went to Region 2 and Region 5, where we'll expand this program. But in 2021, the president called a meeting. The president called a meeting and said that, look, let us work with these people to see how we can enhance their livelihood, because they depend on this brackish water shrimp industry. At that time, they were producing 10,000 kilograms monthly. We started out to enhance their pond. We worked with them, and we had a program where we targeted a number of ponds in Region 6. And to date, we have completed approximately 1,400 acres, or 170 ponds in various areas in Region 6. And we were able to increase production of brackish water shrimp from 92,782 kilograms in 2021 to 1.28 million in 2024 kilograms. So in 2021, we increased from 92,782 that we started out with. In 2022, we increased it to 548,920 kilograms. In 2023, we increased that to 957,945 kilograms. And this year, we have increased it to 1.28 million kilograms. We have increased it. This represents an average increase in production of 194% per annum since the commencement of the 2021 project. As I said, this is an old industry. Over 100 years, people used to involve in these activities. As I said, the 𝐘𝐞𝐚𝐫 is another success here. We had 3 areas. We did the pilot project: Lake Mainstay, Lake Kapoyi, and Mashabo. In the next 6 months, we'll be placing another 50 cages in a number of other hinterland communities, because we are targeting these indigenous communities to supplement the village economy. So places like Maracaibo, Cartabo, and Itabali in Region 7, Napi and Shulinab in Region 9, Rockstone, Riversview, and Falmouth in Region 10, St. Cuthbert Mission in Region 4. Those are the areas that we targeted to place another 50 cages. And this project will have significant impact in generating income and raising the enthusiasm of young people in this community. Also, we have started the production of prawns, Vanami prawns. We have a project at Anvawak, west coast of Berbice, and we have started there. We have 10 ponds, and now we are building our own hatchery. We have our own hatchery that will produce porous larvae that we'll have in those ponds. We are building our own feed mill where we're producing our own feed, and that will enhance, because the production of prawns is very lucrative. And we are working with the private sector. We are working with a number of young people. As a matter of fact, only this morning I had a discussion with the officer that's responsible, and we'll target some young people in Region 5 and 6 to commence a project there so that they can have that project going on for themselves. Also, in the landing site program, we have rehabilitated a number of landing sites, over 100 landing sites across the country. We have improved the facilities there with washroom. We have built sheds. We have built wharf. We have put in solar lighting. We have built ramp in our office building. Again, in 2024, another $300 million was expended for the enhancement and development of all fishery landing sites in Region 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Right here in Georgetown at the Meadowbank Wharf, we are now spending approximately $200 million. NDIA, they are executing some work there. We are doing a brand new wharf at Meadowbank. We are doing sheds there so the fisher folks can have proper facilities. We are doing a tarmac. We have put in washroom facilities. We are changing the entire aesthetic there to improve that facility. And also, we have a 24-hour security there. So people are now more comfortable going to that area there, because that is the main fishery area in the capital city. And I am hoping that in another month time from now, we can recommission that and develop those facilities. Other major works we have also done at places like Dikendren, Metamerzag, Ogle, Abari, Blairmont, Mandripo. We did Rosignol. We are now doing a new fishery facilities at Rosignol, a wharf at Rosignol. We have built a ramp at Rosignol. We are now doing storage facility for the fisher folks there. We have constructed landing facility at Blairmont. We have constructed a large facility at number 79 and the quarantine, where fisher folk had their place earlier and it was destroyed. Now we have rebuilt a fishery facilities there with wharf, office building, land space, and we are working in a number of other areas to enhance the operation of the fishing activities in our country. We are purchasing these remote monitoring devices, and we are giving to fisher folks to put on their vessels so that we can track them. And we have seen a reduction of piracy over the last 4 years. Because of these devices we have placed and give to these fisher folks, we can always track their vessel, which part of the ocean they are fishing in with. We have also had a number of outreaches and with fisher folks across the country. So generally, we have been working very closely with both the marine industry and also the aquaculture. Now the aquaculture industry is becoming an industry for us in Guyana, where a large number of people are employed.